with Bo done. Bo's back tonight and he's ready to fire some shots tonight. Bo was unable to make it. He had a previous appointment yesterday. So we're coming back strong tonight. How you doing tonight, Bo?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing, Johnny?
Good, good. So yesterday I was out here on my own island. We had a few people stop in, but it's real difficult to do a show on your own. So I really appreciate you being here, and let's go over the recap. I also, not only did I struggle on the show, apparently I struggled on my picks. So I had the Syracuse and the North Carolina the game go under 156 and a half, and it was looking good until we went into overtime, and that just pushed it way over. Carolina got the win and the cover, but most importantly on the under it did not hit. Then I went back with the Cowboys. Big Mountain West game there. San Diego State and Wyoming. I just thought the Cowboys could get it done at home. They've done it every game this year, and San Diego State brought their A game. I'll have to say that. It took every bit of that to beat Wyoming. So we took it on the chin there with another L. And then in the NBA, I took the Chicago Bulls plus 4.5 against the Miami Heat, and that was another loss. So I was shooting over 3 so far. But then I got a couple back here. So Toronto -3 over Brooklyn. That easily cashed. They destroyed them. And then Sacramento rallied the troops in the second half and was able to cover the 4 against OKC. So overall, 2-3. Not a good night, but plan on coming back with some big winners today. So even though you weren't here yesterday, what'd you do yesterday? Your picks. How'd it go?
I had the Minnesota Timberwolves. I took them minus the 3. They barely got the cover over the Cavaliers on the last minute or so. Man, it won. I think it was 125, 127, or 122, something like that. So eke that one out. I did cash in with a 2-team on our parlay. Had the Miami Heat, paired them up with the Memphis Grizzlies. I should have took them as a straight parlay, but I cashed in with that one. I had the under with you with Syracuse and North Carolina. Overtime killed that one. And my other play was I had TSU -6 over Alcorn State. They lost straight up. So I went 2-2, dropped a little juice. But looking forward to March, man. It's a new month, time to make some new money. So yeah, we're ready to get to these winners, man.
Yeah, yes, it is. It is March 1st, everyone. March Madness. Let the games begin.
Madness is upon us, as they say.
Yeah, yeah. We got just a few games in college basketball up until the weekend. Then we'll get into the conference tournaments next week, which is always fun. And then the big tournament will start. So we've got some people joining us today. It's great to have you guys today. We got Chris in here. Hey, Chris.
What's up, Chris?
We got Paul in here. Paul's probably new to the show. I haven't seen Paul. Paul likes Boston -6. We'll get back with that.
All right, what's up, Paul?
Terry's in here. He's actually driving and watching. So
What's
be
going
careful
on,
out there,
Terry?
Terry.
What's going
Keep your
on,
eye on the
Terry?
road and keep your ear on us. So I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you coming in, Terry. And BP 311. How's it going,
What's
BP
going on,
311?
BP 311? What's
Yeah,
happening?
BP 311 and I talked earlier. He's going to probably join us on Friday. He's going to come over
Ooh,
with some good picks on Friday for us
all
and
right.
join us. Also today we're going to have Justin. He's running a little bit late from work. So we're going to start in the NBA and then hopefully we can get Justin here in time. And he's our SEC specialist. He knows his SEC. So hopefully we can get him in here soon and get them college plays from him. So we'll start off in the NBA tonight. So we'll go back with Paul. Paul likes Boston -6 against the Atlanta Hawks. I think the line has moved to 6.5. The Hawks are getting, the Celtics are laying. You got any thoughts on that, Bo? Boston laying
Uh,
6.5 at home.
yeah, man. Before the break, Boston had one of the best defenses going, man. I think they was only giving up like 95 points a game, but as we seen, man, right before the break, that armor got a little chink in it, man. They started getting up a lot of points. know they got beat by Detroit right before the break, and then the last couple of games, man, they let Indiana put up a lot of points, and I forgot the game right after that one, but yeah, they've been giving up a lot of points, man. I think that defense has been slipping. We know Atlanta really needs this win, so I don't know, man. It's gonna be a good one if they can get that defense back on track, like it was, before the break, man. I think they can cover the spread. So that's the only thing that make me worried about them laying this points, man. But Atlanta is dealing with some key injuries. I know Collins is out, and
No, Collins might play. I heard right before we came on. I saw Collins might play. There's a
okay,
chance.
but if Collins play, then that's gonna make a big difference. You see what I'm saying? But that's gonna definitely make it a little bit harder for Boston to cover the spread. But yeah, man, Boston, they I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like laying that many possessions. That's like over three possessions to win and cover. Three just to cash me up to get a push. So I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? This gonna be a tough game. Um, it may be close. Boston should be able to get it if their defense can lock back in. But I don't know. If I took a play in this game, man, I would lean towards Boston because they're at home and maybe the defense
Okay.
to get on track. But I do gotta play a prop for this game. That's the only thing I had action this is Trey Young. I think if Atlanta do keep it close, it's gonna be on Trey Young's back. So I got him over 9.5 assists at plus money at plus 104. I think you can get it at 8.5 for a little juice, but I took it up to 9.5. This guy's been balling. Um, he's been averaging over 10 assists in his last 9 out of 10 games. So I think tonight, man, if Atlanta keep it close, it's gonna be called the Trey Young, man. So I took him over 9.5 assists at plus 104.
All right. All right. That's what we're looking for. A prop bet on Trey Young over 9.5 assists and get some plus money on that. Sounds
Yes,
good. You,
sir.
you did that the other day, and that cashed easily for you. So you're going back with that. Yeah, I would lean Hawks myself. What are they, ninth in the conference right now, trying to get into the playoff hunt? It's a tight race.
Yeah,
No
this will
play for
be
me
this will
on.
be a big win for them if they get this win. This will
Yeah,
be a
no
big.
play on that for me, but I do have a play in that game. Let's just get back. Chris does not trust Boston, so be careful. Pringle just joined us. How's it going, Pringle?
What's going
He
on,
likes
friend?
the Mavs over tonight. We'll get to that in a minute. And just to finish up this Hawks game, Bo likes the Trey Young assist prop at 9.5, and I am going to give you a play with the under 227 in this game. These teams have played each other 3 times so far this season, and all have fell into the under, all averaging right around 200 points a game. So something about these two teams, they match up and lock down better on defense. And we're going to go with under 227 in that game. So here
You
we
said
got,
under 227.
yep, under 227 in the Boston Atlanta game.
Okay.
Now we've got Justin joining us live. Is Justin
There we
and Matt
go.
is here in the comment section. How's it going, Matt? How's it going, Justin? Good to have you.
Going good, man.
You haven't missed much. We've only started in the NBA. We did a recap yesterday of a short show that I tried to put on by myself, and it just was a big fail. It's hard to go by yourself if you don't have anybody to talk to.
No, I
glad to,
understand that.
glad to see you. We're gonna get right in, finish this NBA, and then we're gonna get right into SEC basketball,
What's going
which
on,
is right.
Justin?
I'm doing good, man. Just recovering after going to Mardi Gras, so just a little tired, catching up.
Already, man.
Awesome, awesome. Glad you could make it. Awesome. So I've got two more plays and one game in the NBA that I'll give out. Um, I took the LA Clippers minus 6.5. The line's since moved to 7. I would still lay the 7 because that's basically what I'm doing anyway, laying 6.5. And I took the under in that game as well at 231.5. These two teams just played each other on Sunday night, so it is a back-to-back with a day off in between, but same venue in Houston, and they were 98 to 97. The Clippers won by 1. Total pushed at 197, which was much lower than the posted total that the books had put out. But I don't see these teams getting to 231, so I have 231.5. I think it's moved down to 229.5.
I think it went
And
all the way down to 227, man.
holy cow, yeah, I haven't paid attention. Now I
Yeah,
make my plays, a lot of my plays in my videos on the overnight lines. I put out my videos usually the night before because I need to try to get the most bang out of my buck for my videos. Because, once the games start, nobody cares about these videos. Nobody cares about these plays. They're only good for basically 14 hours. And then, so a lot of the times I do my overnight lines. I'll bet early, do my videos early, and try to get
yeah,
the best information out for everybody. Um,
yeah, man.
what do you got, Bo?
With the NBA 2022, ever since COVID, man, it's just so tough to bet these NBA games overnight. You know what I'm saying? Because the information just be so inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? So that's
No, it's
why I
super
kind of
difficult.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's difficult. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of wait. To a little bit later in the evening to get my play really just locked in. But I know Ken Porter Jr. is gonna be out for this game, and to support that under man, um, LA Clippers have been the number 2 team on defense in the last 5 games. They only given up 103 points a game. So I
Mm-hmm.
think the last time they played, they only gave up 98 points to Houston. So I don't disagree with that play, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the line has went all the way down to 227. Um, I think the Clippers will get this win. You know what I'm saying? I know it's hard to beat a team twice in a row. Actually, I am going to look at a team in the same situation a little bit later, but I think Clippers is the better team. Houston don't have nothing to play for, so I agree with the play. Just be careful. They went down to 27, but I like the Clippers to get the job done to minus the 7, wherever it's at right now. I think they'll blow them out.
Yep. So that's what I got in the NBA. I gave you 3 plays: Boston, Atlanta under 227. The Clippers under 231.5. Both thinks it's down to 227, 227.5. Probably look at that as well. I don't see a 230 game in my opinion, and I like Clippers in 6.5. Real quick, BP11 likes Mavs minus 3.5 when he bought it. It's at 4.5, and he said that's still a go. And Matt is talking college, and we're not there yet. So, what else you got in the NBA, Bo? Then we'll move over to college.
All right, man. I got one straight play. I'm taking them Warriors to bounce back off that terrible loss win against my Mavericks. They was up by 21 points, and we know they came back. Dallas came back in the fourth quarter, man. Actually got the win straight up. So I think Golden State will be ready. They're coming off a rest. And plus, I had Minnesota last night, like I told you. I took a -3. But in that game, what kind of worried me, man, is how many points they gave up to the Cleveland Cavaliers. They gave them 122 points. And we know that Cleveland's not known for scoring that many points. So now they got to play the Warriors, who's going to be focused, off rest. And plus, we got a situation spot, man, for the Timberwolves. They're on the back-to-back on the road. And we saw this same situation with them, man. When they played Memphis, they got the win. The next day on the back-to-back, they got blown by the 76ers. So I think it's going to be easy money, man. I'll take the Warriors. I took them -1. I think it went all the way up to 3. I'll still lay it, man. I think the Warriors will get the job done big.
Very good. So, Bo's given 2 plays in the NBA. It's Trae Young over his assist total at 9.5 at plus money. He said if you want a better value, go 8.5. And you'll lay a little juice. And he said take the Golden State Warriors and lay the 3 points. If that's what you get it at, maybe you can get it at 2.5. If you buy it down to -120, but he thinks either way, um, Golden State's going to cover tonight.
I think Steph Curry can go berserk too, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can look at his points. I think right now it's at 26 and a half, 27. Um, Minnesota give up like the fourth most points to point guards. So I think Kirby in for a big night. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really shoot too well against Dallas, but we know Dallas got a way better defense than Minnesota. So I think Kirby's his points prop is in play. Take him over that 27, man. That's some easy money too. I got
Yeah.
one. I got one more player prop I want to give out before we get to
Here
Judge.
we go. All right,
Uh,
let's get it.
let's get Kyle Kuzma. You know what I'm saying? He the man for Washington right now. You know what I'm saying? With Brad and Bill gone, and
Mm-hmm.
I think Chris not playing tonight. And since the All-Star break, he scored over 30 points in both those games. He been averaging over 10 rebounds. So I took him in a double-double at plus 102. And I also took him over his points at 22 and a half. So I think he'll get the job done, man. Stay hot. That's like their main option for Washington. So they're home. They're playing Detroit. We know Detroit give up a lot of points. So that's going to favor this player prop as well. So I like Kyle Kuzma over 22 and a half points. I also got him in a double-double at plus 102.
Awesome. So there you go. There's a couple more little plays in there. Player props in that game. Finish this up in the NBA. BP311 says a lot of injuries on Golden State with Clay's out, Draymond and Iggy. Yeah, that's
Yeah, they had that same squad when they played Dallas. You know what I'm saying? They was up by 21 on the Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, Minnesota on that back to back. They're not good on a back to back. I think their last 11 games, they're 3-8. You know what I'm saying? Off a back to back game. And they got to
yep.
travel. So I think it's just
Yep.
a spot for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, very good, very good. So let's move on. Sorry, Bone. We got New Gaming Mia's asking for college. Yeah, man, we're getting to college. We started NBA tonight. We're going to go right into it with Justin. See what he's got. He's our SEC specialist. He may have something else, but he mostly focuses in on the SEC. Was here last week. So let's see what he's looking at. Any game in particular, Justin, you've looked at today?
I've looked at. I've got two games. There's not a line for me on the Florida Vanderbilt game. I'm not sure what. No, there is. It's even. So you got Florida and Vanderbilt. It's even. Mm-hmm. I'm staying away from that game just because Florida's been hot, so you would think Florida would win, but it's at Vanderbilt. So I'm just going to stay away from that game. You got two high spreads. You got Tennessee's playing Georgia at Georgia. I think the line opened up at 17. It's gone down to 16. I like Georgia to cover that just because Tennessee's off that huge win with Auburn and had to play lights out. And I think they're going to have a little bit of the hangover effect. And I like Georgia to cover 16 or 17 at home, wherever you get it. So I like that. And then Ole Miss and Kentucky, the line's at 16.5 currently. It opened up at 18, so a lot of money's going on Ole Miss, and I'm not sure why. Kentucky's been playing pretty well lately, on fire. So I like Kentucky minus 16. I think it's minus 16 currently. So those are the two picks I have. We're about to come into the SEC championship, the tournament, so teams are trying to, look better. And I like both of those plays, Georgia and Kentucky tonight. And if I had to lean Florida or Vanderbilt, I think Vanderbilt would squeak out an upset tonight. Even though the line's even, Florida's a better team, but I would go Vanderbilt, but I'm not betting it.
All right. Well, I am betting it, and I've got Florida on this one. So let's see how this all plays out. I just think Florida has a little more to play for. They're 18-11. They have that outside chance of making the big tournament. Vanderbilt's 14-14. I'm not sure what their motivation really is. The last time these two played, Florida killed them 61-42. So I'm going to take a chance on Florida. That will be my fourth play of the day that I'll give out. Florida as a pick 'em against Vanderbilt. And we'll get back to your games. You like Georgia plus 16 at home against Tennessee. And right now, the Kentucky line, I wrote down 17 before the show. You can find that 16, 17 anywhere. The numbers do fluctuate. And you're willing to lay up to 16-ish on the Wildcats at home. Is that what I hear you saying?
Yeah, I hate taking a big spread like that, but I see them covering it. I just see them covering it. Ole Miss has been struggling lately, and Kentucky, even though they had a loss recently to Arkansas, I just think Kentucky comes out. It's at home. Crowd will be amped. I think Kentucky wins by 20 plus.
All right, very good. Chris is saying pull that trigger on Vandy. He's coming out firing. What do you think about this game, Bo? We got Justin leaning on Vanderbilt. Chris is telling me to back off my play and pull the trigger on Vandy. And what do you think of this SEC game? It's not the biggest game of the night, but it's a game that kind of matters to the Gators. What do you got, Bo?
Yeah, man. I had it real close. I had Florida eking out a 1 point win, 70-69. So it's going. I got it right there at the number, man. So it can go either way
So he's
All
not betting
right.
in my prediction.
We got the bookmaker over here. He's got it right out of Peckham. He's saying 1 point win is what this is going to come down to. And it very well could. It very well could. That's why it's a
Yeah,
Peckham. It could go either way. So you going to stick
yeah. I
around,
told you.
Justin? You gave your
I'll stick
plays.
around for. I'll stick around for a few more minutes. I got a couple games I like tonight. You got a big one in Purdue and Wisconsin.
All
Uh,
right. All
you
right.
got
Go ahead.
you got Purdue -3. It's on the road at Wisconsin. Both of them pretty much have the same record. I think Wisconsin's 23-5 and Purdue's 24-5.
That
So they
is
got
correct.
so they. I like Wisconsin here. I almost want to take them on the money line, but I'm going to take the point. I'm going to take 3 points and go +3 just in case it's a 1-2 point game. I'm not confident enough to take them on the money line, but I'm taking Wisconsin +3. I think they win, but I'm not 100% confident, but I'm pretty confident on they covering +3.
All right. All right. Yeah, that is one of the bigger games of the night. Like you Justin said, 24-5, traveling into Wisconsin, 23-5. The line is set at 3. The total set at 144. I don't have a play, but I lean Wisconsin here myself. And if I was to pull the trigger, I would take the money line just for the value of the play. Um, do you have any thoughts or plays on that game, Bo? Or if not, we'll move on because BP's got a thought on the Michigan State game. Either one of those two games ring a bell for you, Bo?
Yeah. I would lean Michigan in that game right there, man. The Lions already tell you everything you need to know. To me, Michigan State got the better record. They ranked, but they getting points on the road against Michigan. So I think it's just a motivational spot for Michigan, man. They know that all wins are needed, man. So they've been playing okay without Jawan Howard. So I think this is a nice spot for them. Before this game, Michigan State was on the slide. I think they just picked up a win in their last spot, but before that, they lost their last 5 out of 6. So I like Michigan. I'll take Michigan minus some points in that game.
Yeah, I tried that angle the other day with Michigan and Illinois, and it backfired on me. Illinois kicked their butt. So I'm staying away from both these teams. Just when I thought Sparty was dead, he came back alive the other day. And Michigan, I keep thinking it needs to come alive. And a game against Illinois would have been a way to really spark it, and that didn't happen. So to me, I am staying away.
I left it alone too. If I had to bet it, I would take Michigan, but I'm leaving it alone as well.
Yeah, BP 311 took the Wolverines on the money line with a 20% boost at Bet River. I'm not familiar with boosts, but money line is probably safe. I think, what is the spread, Bo? 4.5 points, something like that? Wolverines are laying?
It was either 4 or 4.5.
Yeah.
It was 4.5 last time I checked.
Yeah. Yeah, money line and whatever that boost may be the ticket there. Ron Hahn is coming out us with Toronto and Brooklyn going over. Yeah, Ron, we did our NBA. We'll see if we can get back to that. Chris likes Purdue in the first half with the money line. He thinks Purdue will come out looking sharp. Terry would not touch the Boilermakers game with Justin's money, I think he's trying to say. And Pringle likes Wisconsin plus the 3 as well. So kind of a mixed bag on that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a mixed bag. What else, Bo? You got? I got a couple more games. Neither one we've talked about. You got something else, Bo?
I took the over in the Dayton game. I got it at 132. I think both these teams will get over 65 points. All we need is 67-66. So it's just gonna be a big game. I think Richmond to get the job done at home. Like I always say, man, they got them seniors, so they put together pretty good. They score a lot of points. Plus, I think the last 10 games they done played for Dayton, they done scored like 74 points or better. So I think about their teams to get into the high 60s. So I'm just the over 132.
All right. Dayton over 132. Dayton, they're going into Richmond. Is that how that works?
Yeah, they Richmond.
Yeah, Matt had something
I
on
think
Richmond.
Richmond. I think Richmond had 2 points.
Yeah, Matt had something on Richmond way back at the beginning when we were doing our NBA. That's his only play. He wants Richmond on the money line, so he's not willing to lay the two, but he likes them on the money line. So
Do
good
y'all have
luck
any
with.
thoughts on the Arizona USC game?
We do. Glad you brought that up. That will lead into my next pick. Here we go. Do you want to give your thoughts, or do you want to hear mine?
I want to hear yours.
All right. Arizona's coming in to face USC. Big game tonight in the pack. Last time these two played, Arizona won 72-63 in Arizona. This time it's going to be in Southern California. Arizona's laying 4.5, and the total is set at 150 or 149 and a half. Excuse me. The 150 is what I played, and I'm playing on the under in this game. I think this is going to be a tight, close game. It's going to look a little bit familiar like what we saw back in February, and I'm willing to bet 150 to stay under. What is your thoughts on this game?
I that was my play, was the under of 150 as well. I was thinking of a 74-70 kind of game, which if I say that, USC should cover. So I'm leaning Trojans covering in the under.
Yeah, Arizona's coming off that big loss on Saturday. This is the first time, maybe ever, that all top six teams lost outright last Saturday. All of them. Not
Don't
if you would
remind
have
me.
if you would have money line parlay those guys. Wow, all six top ranked teams lost. Not only they were all favorites, but they all lost.
Yeah.
So amazing that can happen. But in the world of sports, anything can happen. What do you think in this game, Bo? You got any play or any thoughts at all in this Arizona USC late night matchup?
Yeah, I did like Arizona, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to lay the 4.5, so I just took them in the parlay. I part them up with Kansas, two-team online parlay. It came out at plus money. So if Arizona want to have any chance, man, to stay in that number one line, they can't lose back-to-back games. So I think it'll be close, but that's why I just took them on the money line. I think they get the win.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and I have Kansas in a money line parlay too with another play. I won't get into that, but I do like Kansas on the money line. They're going in to play TCU.
I like that under though. I like that underplay. I agree with that.
Good, because that's what we like, and that's what we're hoping for. But hey, you don't always have to agree. That's what it's all about. Getting everybody's thoughts and opinions, and everybody to decipher on their own. I know yesterday you had the Heat minus the 4, and once I saw your video, I already had my play, and I was like, damn it, I think he might be right. That might be the better play. So this is what makes it great. We can feed off of everybody, get their thoughts, their feelings of it all, and try to make a real good determination. Chris also likes Richmond tonight as well. He's with Matt on that play. Um, Matt has told us for the fourth time that he likes Richmond on the money line, and he also likes Wisconsin -3. Um, and I have one more play in college, and then we'll see what Bo has, and then BP311 is going to give us a hockey play over here. My last play, and Bo and I talked about this before the game, is before the show, is Providence. I got them at +10. Most of the day it hung around at +9.5. Now right before show it went up to 10.5. I like
I
Providence
think that can't
+10.
come on early, John.
I'm sorry.
I think that can't come on a little bit early, so it
I
might be
think
coming
it's
on in
just
3 seconds.
tipping off. Yep, right now as we speak. So yeah, we should have talked about that. But either way, Bo seems to think Providence is going to rest some players tonight. They've already wrapped up the Big East. He sees lack of motivation probably, and Bo and I both love Villanova and what they've been doing lately. It's hard for me to take Providence in 10, but being a Big East game and a tight one, I think at that, it could be. I just don't see the reason why Providence would want to lay an egg. This is their last game of the season. Villanova has one more game left, and then they'll go into Big East tournament next week. They're just getting that extra win. I'm not saying that they can win, but you got to go for the win every time you go out and play.
Yeah.
So I took Providence +10. We'll see how that goes. That's a no go for Bo. I don't. You didn't lay 10, did you, Bo?
No, sir.
Right.
No.
So he was just sharing that information with me. He didn't say it was a bad play. He just it wasn't good enough to make his list and throw his money down on it, and I can't blame him. So here we go with some hockey. Everybody wants some hockey. Do you have any more college, Bo? I'm sorry. Do you have any more college?
No, sir.
All right. What was your plays
No
in
more
college,
hockey.
real quick? Wrap it up.
The over 132 in the Dayton and Richmond game, and
Yep.
I got a two team money line parlay. I took Kansas Jayhawks, Arizona Wildcats. It came out at plus money.
Very good. And
Those
my
are my two
Providence
plays.
plus 10. Florida. I took some of these road teams. Providence on the road plus 10. The Gators as a pick 'em and under in the pack game between Arizona and USC under 150. Justin likes under 150. What did you have in the SEC, Georgia?
I
Just,
had Georgia covering 17, and I had Kentucky covering 16, minus 16 and a half. Georgia plus 17, and then Kentucky minus 16 and a half. I also like Kentucky minus 9 first half.
and he also saying Lake Kentucky big -9 in the first half. That's a very good possibility against a weak Ole Miss team. Anything else for you in college, Justin?
I think that about wraps it up. I think those are some good plays. I think you guys had some good plays, so hopefully we can go on and make some money tonight.
All right, all right. Well, I'll let you do your thing. We know Justin works hard every day, and he also takes care of a family. So we're gonna let Justin go do his after work thing, and hopefully maybe we can catch him tomorrow or sometime next week. All right, Justin. Thanks.
Sounds good. Thank y'all for having me. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you.
All right, Justin.
All right, Bo. Here we are, just you and me and the peanut gallery here. So we go back here. We talk hockey. I don't know much hockey. We're going to tell you what the guy said and played. BP311 seems to know his hockey, so when we get him on here on Friday, we will give him his own little spot with the hockey plays. He likes over in the Wings game. The over set last 6 of the 7. They must be playing the Canes. 5 of their last 10 against Detroit went over. So none of that makes sense to me. But he likes the over. I guess, do the Wings and the
He's
Canes
saying
play?
take
Is
the
that what he's getting at?
he's saying take
Just
the over in the Detroit Red Wings game.
yeah, Detroit Red Wings. They must play the Canes, the Hurricanes. Is that the game tonight?
Yeah, they're playing the Carolina Hurricane.
Carolina. Who do I say? Oh, I don't know what I said.
What they got what's the over under 6 goals?
Over 6. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Terry is ready
Yeah.
for some hockey. He's got New Jersey money line and Edmonton money line. So my guess is they don't play each other. But he likes them on the money line. I
I
don't
think
know.
Edmonton play Philadelphia Phillies, and I think New Jersey play Ottawa.
And are these dogs he's given, or these are favorites, or they're toss ups?
I think that Edmonton's a favorite. I don't know about Ottawa, New Jersey. Let me see. Let me check real fast.
We didn't get no numbers plus this or minus that. Um, Pringle likes San Jose on the puck line, and the puck line means it's kind of like the run line in baseball. He's given up a goal and a half with San Jose, so that looks like he's looking to get some plus money. Usually, when you lay a puck and a half, Terry likes the Bruins and the Ducks to go over 5.5.
Yeah, I like the Minnesota Wild. I think they get plus money. They're playing Calgary, so I like them at home. They on the money lines plus money. I
Ron
like the
Hans
open at
agreeing.
Carolina.
I'm
So, sir?
sorry. I'm sorry. So you like the over 2 in the Carolina over 6 goals?
Yeah, I like that. I like Minnesota Wild getting that plus money at home on Calgary, so I think they can.
All
So
right,
I
all
like
right.
14. Any
Ron's
thoughts on
going
that?
with Providence as well, plus 10. Chris is going over in the first period in the Devils game. Um, the Wings and the Canes over 6. Yep. The Oilers are minus 157
Yeah,
against
yeah, yeah. They're the
the
favorite.
Flyers. Yeah, I don't do hockey, but when I hear minus 157, that means I'm laying 3 to win 2, and that's usually not my favorite kind of bet. Laying 3 to win 2, but in hockey, it could be a strong play. Um, to
Mm.
me, New Jersey's getting plus 108, and Edmonton is minus 160. So they both say it's around 157, 160. So that
Yeah,
when you
I
start
think they're
laying 3 to
playing.
win 2 in any sport, and mostly like in baseball, you have to win a much higher percent because once you lose 2 units, you've got to win at a higher percent to get those units back to even. So that's not something I generally try to do. I really don't like.
I think that Columbus game gonna be high scoring too. I think like I said, the only thing I like about hockey is playing them underdogs. When I can find some spots to get that plus money. And for some reason, man, there's been a lot of goals and a lot of games, man. So them overs be coming in pretty good too. So when I can find some good scoring team that don't play good defense, I can find me some good underdogs. I'll take those. And I like taking them puck lines for underdog too, like that plus 1.5 goals. Like in baseball, it's hard to win in hockey by 2 or more goals, but it's been done. But when I can find them spots, I try to attack those in them underdogs and them overs.
Yeah, the one thing I know about hockey though sometimes is in that last 30 seconds they pull that goalie out and they get that garbage goal, and that'll push that minus 1.5 sometimes over. But once a game hits overtime, they can't win by 2. Is that correct, Bo? It's impossible.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Yeah, so sometimes taking that plus is good. If you make it to overtime, you're safe. You're good. Don't matter who wins at that point. Um,
Yeah,
but
and
yeah,
then a lot of good plays is like if you see a big money line favorite. I think tonight we got like the Lightning. You know what I'm saying? You could just take them to win in regulation. That'll bring that money line down. You know what I'm saying? So like in overtime you lose. But if they win, overtime, then you win. I think it'll take it down a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way you can get value when you taking those big favorites. Just take them on a three-way line.
yeah. BP 311 is telling us Ottawa's a huge underdog tonight, getting a plus 335 against the Lightning. I don't think he's saying play that, but he's just pointing out that line is
Yeah,
real high.
yeah. See
And I'm
that.
sure
See that'll be
miracles
one of them.
happen.
That'll be one of them like Ottawa on the plug line. I think you probably still get plus money if you took on plus a half and a goal and a half. You know what I'm saying? So
You still might get a plus 150 ish.
yeah, if they getting plus 300, then yeah, on the puck line, they'll still be getting plus money.
Yeah,
'Cause those
yeah.
are
I've
kind of
seen them.
spots. Those are kind of what's that?
Yeah, I've seen them like that sometimes too. I've seen a team even laying minus 200 on a puck line. I'm like, that's crazy to me, but I don't bet the sport. I
Yeah.
wish I had a little more knowledge. It's just something I never dug into. Um, so
Yeah, man. I try to stay up on the main five. I think it's college and pro basketball, college and pro football, MLB and hockey. I think those like the main ones that most people bet on. Soccer has been it's pretty up there too. So I try to keep a little what I'm saying, information on all those type of sports.
yeah, yeah. There's people make good
Hmm.
money off soccer. Daytime betters betting soccer over in Europe and wherever they're playing. There's money to be made. It's just I try to focus on certain conferences, certain sports, and try to find real edges in what I do know and real familiar with, and rather than to try to be a jack of all trades, I try to be a master of one. So that's kind of like
That's a good strategy.
when college is over, I'll really be able to lock down on my NBA, especially if MLB is going to start cutting out games. They've already cut out the first 6 or 7 games of the regular season this year. So once college is over, I'll be super focused on the NBA and feel like I'll have even a bigger advantage than trying to juggle college and pro right now. Some days in college there's 140 games and 14 more in the NBA. It's a lot of information to try to decipher and sort through. So anyway, it's 20 till tip off. Providence has already started. Bo said Providence jumped out to a 9-2 lead. That means nothing because they play
Yeah,
40
man. I
minutes
ain't
and
not.
it's probably.
Like I say, Johnny. You know what I'm saying? Me being blind, I got all day. I barely get into sleep, man. You know what I'm saying? Just how much I love sports and bet on sports, man. You know what I'm saying? So I probably get like 3 hours of sleep. So I just have so much time on my hand. That's why I have a lot of information about so many sports. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something that I
No, I
have
dig
I
it.
have a yeah, yeah.
I dig it. You're like a MacBook up there in your head. I dig it, man.
I say I used to have a saying. I say it sometimes. I say money over sleep. Money over sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. So anyway, the games have started. I think there was another early game. Providence and Villanova has already tipped off
Hey,
a
man,
few
good luck
minutes into.
tonight, man. Good luck tonight with them plays.
Yes, sir. Good luck to you. Let's catch everyone tomorrow, and good
All
luck,
right,
and
good
we'll
luck,
see everybody.
everybody.
Catch Bo at Bo Done Wins for additional plays. He's on YouTube. He's on Facebook. He's on Twitter. So
Yes,
Bo gives a
sir.
ton of plays outside of this show as well. More props, more plays. Find him on YouTube, guys. It's well worth the 2 or 3 minute video he puts out every day. He's putting in good plays, good work. So find Bo. Bo Done Wins on YouTube. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, y'all. All right,
Yes,
Johnny.
sir. Take care, Bo.